Yeah, it's Marcel, the wood butcher again. Let me reorient this because you see, I'm a one man show, and and this new camera I'm finally getting used to. But yeah, I got a couple little anomalies with it, but that's okay. That's okay. Today's episode is going to be about some questions I've received via emails and stuff like that. The email address, by the way, is the wood butcher. Excuse me, is mcrdpidi at gmail.com. And I failed to mention that in a lot of the videos. But hey, it's a new year. It's 2016. It's only 5 months into the year. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. Okay? Excuse me one second. Last puff. What we're going to talk about today is I've got a couple of questions from viewers that uh, let me grab them. Let me grab them. I'm out of camera for a second. Okay, yeah. Couple of questions from viewers that asked me. Uh, the number one is from Dennis R. And it is, what made you decide to start a YouTube channel without any professional equipment? Meaning cameras and lights and stuff like that. Well, Dennis, I'll tell you why. Because I am who I am. I do what I do. I'm not in it for the money yet. I got a long way to go till I make a fucking dime from YouTube or from any sponsors or anything like that. But the reason I keep my videos the way they are, and the reason that I don't get two cameras and three cameras, to do this and do that, the reason I still use the handheld camera and move it around, I have gotten many, many responses that say that's what they appreciate about my videos is that I pull no punches and I don't and I'm not there with 4 or 5 cameras. It's not a professional production. It's just me. That's it. Okay. Uh, and that was actually from a couple of different people, that asked how come I don't change the format, and go to a little bit more professional. And and I actually on the same card, a couple of people actually said, "Don't stop the swearing because that makes us know you're true." Well, thank you, because my Marine Corps heritage will not allow me to stop swearing. There are just certain things, excuse me, that I can't do without swearing. Okay, here's a question, and I love this one. This one's from Devin, and it's asked me, how come you bought some of the tools that you said were crap, and then, well, okay, the reason I bought some of the tools that I thought were crap, first of all, my budget for my shop is about zilch point shit. It's about that much. It's whatever I can request for gifts or get for free. And for free, I got to tell you, for free, I have gotten a Craftsman radial arm saw, 10-inch radial arm saw for free. 1962 model. Refurbished it, works fine. I got a 1932. My scroll saw and my jigsaw is a 1932 Dumont. Now, the Dumont eventually turned to Craftsman, I think in the 40s or late 30s, whatever, right? And there's another website, if you don't believe me on this, there's another website that's called Belt Driven. That this is a guy that's fantastic at taking these old saws apart. I'm talking like 60, 70-year-old saws, 50, 70, 80-year-old saws apart, rebuilding them and repainting them and everything like that. I didn't do that with mine, right? I received a 1935, 35, 50, 1950, somewhere in there. I don't know the exact part because I can't see the serial number, or I haven't taken the effort to really, clean off the serial number plate, the data plate, to see the serial number. But it's a grinder, dual drive grinder, you know, yeah, a wheel on this end, a wheel on that end that came with it, mounted all on the table. And I have a witness to this saw, and that's Mr. Bob Fowler, that him and I did a road trip from Middletown, New Jersey, up to Harriman, New York. I think it was Harriman or Haverstraw, one of those H towns in New York State. All I know, it was on the other side of the Hudson River. We had to pass the Hudson River twice to get there. And it was given to me by another alumni from New York Military Academy. Given to me. That's tool number 2 that I got for free. For free. Given to me. Tool number 3 that was given to me for nothing, for free. Like I said, I have no sponsors, but I have people that'll give me stuff for free. Was an assortment of hand planes from Mr. Bob Fowler. The number 6s, the number 4s, the number whatever numbers they are, all the way down to one that's like, oh my God, the thing is like this big. It's this big to this big. Well, here we go. To this big. I'm still getting used to the camera. To this big. Oh, other hand. There we go. To this big. All for free. What else did I get for free? Let's see. Oh, there's another one I got for free. Let's see. I talked about let's see, that there was the radial arm saw, all the planes, the scroll saw, the grinder, and the planes. I think that's about it for right now. Oh, well, numerous little things here and there, wood. Oh my God. Well, people don't give me wood. I go out and harvest it for free. But you know what? Would it be nice to have some sponsors? Absolutely. Absolutely. But you know what? I think I have some of the best sponsors in the world. And those are people that are giving me these tools that they don't use anymore for that much money. For that much. Zero. Goose egg. And hey, I thank every one of you personally. And that's Bob Fowler. The hell's the other guy's name that we went to New York for? I forget his name. I'll have to come back. But I forget his name. But and that's how I kind of stocked my shop. The other way, yeah, I went out when I was first stocking. I didn't have a big budget, so I went out for almost anything that cost like $129. My table saw, well, it was more than $129, but I had that on a Christmas wish list, and bing, there it was under the tree. And I got cursed at because the box was so fucking heavy, excuse me, friggin' heavy. All right. Then my bandsaw I bought, my compound miter saw I bought, and I tried to stay within the $129 price range because I mean I have no budget. I have like zero budget, so I tried to stock my shop the best I could. So I basically bought mostly all skill, right? And if you review some of my videos, you'll see some of the reviews of the skill, the original review of my skill bandsaw, the skill model 3380, the hell is it, 86, where I said it was a piece of shit. Well, Mr. Bob Fowler, a very accomplished woodworker, came over and showed me an adjustment that I didn't see on it. I mean, I'm changing blades, I'm doing this, I'm doing. Then he notices that there's a slide to move the motor back and forth to tighten the belt tension from the motor to whatever the friggin' drive belt. I'm not a mechanical engineer. I want to turn the saw on. I want the fucking thing to cut. If it doesn't cut, oh well, okay. Then my DeWalt 734 planer. That cost me a pretty penny. That I didn't get on sale. That didn't cost me. That cost me a lot. And then for Christmas again, I said I needed a bench sander that has, the vertical thing that goes like this, but you can turn it down this way, this, that, and grind. And it's got a wheel on the side too. So the bench sander. My router and router table, Porter Cable, those I bought by myself. My table saw, it's a skill table saw. It's not the best table saw in the world, but it's what I could afford. And if you know the imperfections of the saw, you may do. Like for instance, I can't use a lot of push sticks on that saw. Here's one. Oh, Jesus Christ! There goes everything. I'm sorry. My shop's a little sloppy right now because I've been busy doing other things. You can hear the squares falling. I can't use regular push sticks like this on it because it has a tendency to make the wood veer off as it's coming out, and that's what in the past sent me to the hospital 3 times with kickbacks and cutting, the tips of this finger, that finger off, and really slicing this one good. But ever since I started using this guy, the gripper by Microjig, I'm not afraid of the table saw anymore. I was actually got to the point after 4 injuries afraid of my table saw. Because let's face it, it's not the best table saw, but it works for me. But I learned how to use it. I learned how to not be careless with it anymore. And that's why. Okay, that's that one. Why do I not build stuff by drawings from first? Okay. That's actually a very good question. The reason I'm going to adjust this camera a little bit because I want to lean on the counter. Right? The reason I don't actually produce drawings before I build something that's, it's a unique order, it's a unique request, it's something that comes out of my head, whatever, is because a lot of my plans are just up here. They're up here. I visualize what I want. I'll rough it out on paper, but do I make dimensional drawings for them as I'm building them? No, I don't. I don't. What I do is if it fucked up, I throw that piece of wood away, or not put it away, throw it away, but put it, aside. I can use it for something else. It's like I said, I'm using mostly pallet wood or free wood or stuff like that. So it's not like it's a big deal to me. Speaking a big deal about material, where's the fucking sign? Where is it? Where is it? Excuse me a second. Watch the wall a minute. Watch the wall a minute. Ah, shit. I can't find it. Anyway, I have a sign that was given to me. Give me a second. No. I gotta find it. I gotta find it. It was hanging. It just fell off the ceiling today. And oh, where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Take a look at the shop. I'll be right back. I got it. Material is money. Treat it so. This is probably one of the most valuable things that anybody has ever given me. Because anybody, I don't care if you're a homeowner that's doing your own molding or your own home improvements and stuff like that, never, ever forget. I'm trying to look over it while I'm doing it. Material is money. Treat it so. Material is money. Treat it so. That was a gift, again, from my New York Military Academy alumni friend and veteran, another veteran, Mr. Bob Fowler. So, did I answer the question? I kind of forgot what the hell the question was. Right? Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go on to another one. Why do I promote and poo-poo products when I have no sponsors for the products I praise and expect? Well, I don't. First of all, this is worded funny because it says and expect no promotions from the products that are poo-pooed. Okay, I'm going to use for a perfect example. Over 1,700 views on my video. Some corner clamps really suck. It was a review of Irwin corner clamps. Corner clamps only. I had to submit a third video on that, reminding people I wasn't shit canning the rest of the Irwin clamps. I thought the straight ones, that you pump and stuff like that, they're fine. They're fine. It's the corner clamps that suck. And you know what? I never got a response from Irwin, but Pony did send me 10 clamps. But I already had 8, so now I got more Pony clamps and I know what the hell to do with. But no, that was just one of my, if you, again, material is money, so treat it so. If you're gonna spend the money for the stuff, make sure you buy the stuff that's gonna work, the stuff that's good. Don't buy this. If you're gonna go to Harbor Freight Make sure it's something that you're not going to use for a long time, because it ain't going to last. They're great if you're only doing one or two, three, four, whatever that, then they're fine. But other than that, they're crap. My Skill bandsaw model 3386 that I really trashed. But I sent, but because it was running like crap, it wouldn't cut anything. It it wouldn't have cut the card that this question's asked on. Well, Mr. Bob Fowler came over to my house because he only lives a couple miles from me, right? Right around the corner, actually. Came to my house. I showed him the piece of wood that I was trying to cut, which was thin. It was pine. It's not like it was mahogany or wangi or any of the hard exotic woods. And the saw said, "Fuck you. I ain't cutting." He's looking, he takes it open up, he checks my blade adjustments, they're fine, the blade is sharp, it's fairly new, this and that. I have everything set fine, according to that Mr. Snodgrass and that, boom, everything is fine. Then he looks over to the other side and he sees this gaping arch where the motor's mounted and says, "Oh, wait a minute, I think we can fix this." So he loosened that up, and of course it was all of my wrenches that are, U.S. wrenches wouldn't work on it. The fucking thing is millimeters. So, okay, he goes to his van, gets a millimeter wrench out, boom, boom, boom. Slides the motor back or forward. Well, it doesn't matter which direction. Either way, and it tightened the belt. That's when I had to post the video about the Skill Model 3386 bandsaw isn't as bad. It went from a -2 to like a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10. It's still a homeowner saw. It's but it works. But it works now. Uh, that's all I can say about those. I mean, that's why I poo-poo and the grippers here though. The reason I praise them is because I I believe in them. I believe in them. I believe in these. If you cut yourself using this properly on a table saw, you got no business owning a table saw, right? I mean, people that watch my videos know that I always say, and protect these. That's because I've been to the hospital 3 times because of these, right? This finger, where the hell am I putting it? This finger, I sliced it right along there pretty good. It healed nice. These two, this one and this one, let me see if I can do this. Right? Those two, I took the tips completely off of. Right? So that's these 3 fingers that have been hit, all from kickback and all from using a push stick. When a push stick, it's nice to use, but it makes the wood as it's coming out of the blade, if you're getting along there, it has a tendency to cant it, away from the blade or away from the fence, forcing the blade that's straight to say, "Fuck you," boom, the wood comes back. That's what kickback is. Okay? What else do we have here? Let's see. Why do I always say, protect your eyes, protects your lungs, protects your ears, and don't forget about these guys while you're wiggling your fingers. But I never see you wearing any protective wear. Well, first of all, the reason is I have not done any videos yet because I'm a one-man show where you've actually seen me at any one of the saws. So that's why I don't. But believe me, when I'm trimming pallet wood, hang on a second again. Watch the shop. Watch the shop. Watch the shop. I'm not going away. I'm not going away. I'm still here. Yep. There you go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'll be right back. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I gotta go behind the scenes here, but here we are. You want to ask me about personal protective equipment. Okay? This, you can see how it's full of sawdust, right? It's a respirator that has a face protector on it. I use that quite a bit when I'm actually doing routing with pallet woods and stuff like that because I don't know what the hell's been on them. I actually have, again, and this is proof because they're covered with sawdust. I actually use this. I actually have a video out there about these where I look like Darth Vader with this on and that face mask on. And I also do use all the time. Let me pull one out because these are not that cheap thin paper crap you get from Home Depot. If you're gonna use a paper dust mask, and I'm gonna tell you something, I have been in touch with OSHA and NIOSH about the 3M or the 3M 8210 plus face mask, right? What you want to look for, you see that N95, and you see that, oh, let me turn this the right way. That is the dust mask you want to use. Now, it has two elastics on it, right? Don't ignore the one and just put the one over your nose. This one, here's how you put these on, okay? Hey, look at my bald gray head. I gotta take my glasses off a second. The first strap, first of all, this little metal strip here, make sure that's up by your nose. The first strap goes behind your neck, right? Then you put the mask on, put this strap up here, over your ears. Take the second, this little metal strip here, it's there for a reason. It's not there to make the mask good. It's there for you to bend to fit your nose and your face. That's the way you put these on properly. I use them all the time when I'm sanding a lot, routing a lot, or cutting a lot. And the reason I do, I'm a smoker. So my lungs are already fucked up halfway. I don't want to fuck them up anymore with sawdust. And let me tell you something about sawdust. Something you may not know, but really want to learn is some of the sawdust from some of your exotic woods is actually toxic. Yes, yes, yes. Google the wood you're using and see what the dust is and whether it's toxic or not. Okay? That's about it for now. Right? Well, one more quick question. When am I going to move to a bigger shop and get more professional with my productions? I can't find my gold rim glasses, so I'm putting these on. The answer is I have no idea. I do fine where I am, how I am. Matter of fact, a lot of people have commented the reason they like a lot of my videos is because I don't have a professional production staff. I don't have, somebody else holding the camera. I'm a one-man show. I do the best I can, the way I can, but I give informative information. So that's all that matters to me. Okay? So take care. For right now, this is Marcel, the Wood Butcher, saying protect your eyes. Oh, wrong hand again. Protect your eyes, protect your ears, protect your lungs, and make it a great day. Semper Fi.